Alright guys, what's up? Dundas here. So, I randomly decided to attempt maximum pull-ups tonight. So how many did I get? Just check it out. I pretty sure that's what I did tonight is more than what I've previously done in the past. So I'm going to call this a PB attempt tonight with a short rest. So I didn't reach my 50, I'll be honest. But I'm pretty sure I did better than my previous attempts. I reckon they probably were better quality reps as well, so I'm pretty happy with that. Tonight, what I did differently was essentially I took probably 5 minutes of warming up. All I really did was basic arm circles, just getting some motion into my shoulder joints. Hopefully this isn't bouncing too much. Just range of motion stuff, getting some blood flow to my shoulders, small arm circles, and gradually getting bigger, and vice versa, going backwards as well. That's all I really did differently to what I normally do tonight. Well, I normally do that, however, I only do like literally 5 to 10 seconds worth. Tonight I did about 2 to 3 minutes worth. So I think that's made a huge difference. I think if I was to actually do a physical warm-up as well, that'll make a massive difference. Additionally, I did throw some chalky on my hands. Yeah, so that's probably helped with my dead hang. So my forearms didn't wear out as much as they normally would until towards the end, where they were getting pretty pumped, and I wasn't sure. I essentially went down because I wasn't sure if I released on a one arm hang, if my grip was going to slip or not. So I just didn't want to slip off, even though I got chalk on my hands. If I was to slip off, it would have been essentially me risking a tear in my hands. And to be honest, I haven't torn my calluses, my hands, for such a long time. Yeah, and it hurts when you tear it, because every time you wash your hands, change the dressings on your hands, clean the wound up, it's an open wound. I've done it to a point in the past where I've almost essentially degloved my some of my hand, and that was no good. And I still had to go to work in an emergency department, and that's just asking for trouble in that situation. So just don't want to tear my hands up, because it's no fun. Can't wash dishes, can't bath the kids and stuff like that. So that's all. But yeah, check out the vid. I'll talk a little bit more about what I was thinking throughout my pull-ups and how I was feeling. That's all for now. Peace, guys. Alright, sup guys. So you like my dance? Or not? I don't know. Either way, you saw me dance in a very weird manner. It kind of looks like my when my son does and my daughter does their little happy dance when they get some food. They kind of jiggle side to side and big smiles. Similar to exactly what I do, actually. So maybe they just got it off of me. Anyways, like I said, doing my pull-ups, I think my range of motion is better than my previous maximal pull-up efforts. And tonight, yes, you're right. From what I said at the start, is that I did reach a personal best. I was going for a personal best tonight. It was a very last-minute decision. I was actually laying on my bed before, literally 5 minutes before doing these pull-ups. I was thinking to myself, I'm not going to do anything tonight. My intentions actually was to hit the gym tonight, but then I decided not to, laid in bed and got up and said, nah, I've got 50 more pull-ups to go. I said to my wife, and she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, 50 more to go. She's like, okay, whatever. So down I came, decided, yep, let's do these pull-ups, let's record them, let's do a full video so you can see me at full effort. This is my 50 reps, no rest, to what I do. So after my first 30 pull-ups, you'll notice, I've had to take a little break in between. The reason why I took my break at 30, probably could have pulled out 35, but it may have over fatigued my muscles. Additionally, my forearms would have been toasted. So stopped at 30, shook it out a little bit, get some of that lactic acid out of my hands, and just to release the tension out of my muscles, to allow us a little bit of a recovery in a way. but obviously not touching the ground. You can't see my feet in this, but I promise you and I assure you that I was in a dead hang for the whole thing. So no dropping, no putting my feet on the ledge or whatever. So up to 41 pull-ups here. I was sitting there thinking, actually, I reckon I might be able to hit 50. And then did one. I was like, oh, that was really hard. Did another one and so forth. So it felt very uncomfortable, and yeah, all I could reach was 44 pull-ups. And I wanted to dead hang and do a little bit more, but I was scared that I was essentially going to slip and shred my hands up, which I didn't reach. I didn't get any tears or anything like that because I look after my calluses. I shave my calluses down to prevent tears from occurring in my hands, because the last thing you want, especially not so much these days for myself, but as a ninja, the last thing you want to be doing is tears, because if you tear your hands and your calluses, pretty much you can't train anymore, and it just delays your ability to improve and enhance yourself. And that will be the same, as a matter of fact, for my daily pull-ups. So finishing off what I was starting here, so I did 44 pull-ups, so essentially all I needed to do was 6 more pull-ups. However, I did a few more just to punish myself, because I probably could and should have done 50 pull-ups straight up. Unfortunately, I didn't, but I think in the next 1 or 2 weeks I should be able to hit 50 pull-ups with no problems. Do I think that the weighted vest has been helping? I generally think yeah, definitely. It's made things so much harder for me, and it's also hit my cardiovascular side of things as well. So kudos to Kensui and his amazing vests. The bloke's name is Remy, so thanks Remy for your amazing vest, man. Obviously I purchased it, but it was your design and your idea, and yeah, it's amazing. Funky thing you see I'm doing here is crisscrossing my legs. I saw Olivia Vivian doing this. She did it obviously more pristine and nicely, but I've decided to do it as well because they work really well. That's all for now. Peace, guys.